So, hi guys, I hope you're well. I'm also fine and I really thank God. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to talk about paying yourself first. Most of us, or some of us, or like all of us, we always wake up in the morning to go look for money, and we come back in the evening. We are so tired, we are so exhausted, and then tomorrow we are waking up again to go look for the same money. So it is something that we do every day, every day. And somebody said, "Pesa ni sabuni ya roho." Like money is the soap of the heart. Like it is money that can clean your heart well, well. So now today we are going to discuss about paying yourself first, because we go to work every day, and at the end of the month we pay bills. You pay Kenya Power because you're using the electricity. You pay people from the water because you're using their water. You pay the landlord because you're staying in their house. I don't know, you pay school fees because your kid is being taught in that school. You go to the supermarket, you pay them because you buy food from them. You want good clothes, you go to a boutique, you buy good clothes. Like you give your, like you always spend your money like everywhere. But at the end of the day, do you pay yourself? So that's the question we are asking ourselves today. Do you pay yourself? You're the one who has worked. You're the one who has waking up in the morning, beating the jam. If you're staying in Nairobi, you know what I mean. You're the one who is up and down. Sometimes you even skip lunch because you are busy. Sometimes you find yourself even not taking supper because you are tired and you just want to shower and to sleep. And we work so hard. But do we pay ourselves? Because people say that self care is good. I know, even me, I do self care. But if you walk into a hotel and ask for that good meal, are you paying yourself or paying the person who is the owner of the hotel? That's a question you can answer. So, today I want us to learn how to pay ourselves. Apart from doing all this, self care, walking into a good restaurant, having your favorite meal, but at the end of the day, paying yourself is what is remaining after you have done all this. After you have paid your rent, you have paid your bills, you have paid school fees, you have paid everything. If you're using public means to work, you have that transport that will push you up to the end of the month. So what is remaining is what you are paying yourself for. And today I want us to change this narrative of paying other people and then we come last. Like you write everything you want to do, you want to pay blah blah blah, and then the remaining ka 1,000, ka 500, ka 200, ka 3,000, depending on what is remaining, is what you pay yourself with. So today I want us to change this list. And the first thing we should start with is paying ourselves, because we're the ones who have worked. So what you do is paying yourself is by saving. And by saving, I mean not saving like in the bank, like mambo ya bank tuliacha. If you're still saving your money in the bank, you need to do something, because your money should give you interest and should earn you some profits. So your money should give birth to other babies so that you can use the babies to buy things that you love and to enjoy life. That is why you find that most people during December or any other holiday, they travel up and down. And for you, you are thinking they're using their salary. They're not using their salary. They're not using their earned money like they had earned money. No, these people are using the babies that the money has given birth to. And that is why I always say that don't compare yourself with anyone. And if you have not watched my video that I talked about comparison takes away our joy and peace, please do so. I will also put the link below this video. So if you are seeing people doing some things out here and you think that they're using their salary, they're using the money that they have gained from the business, these people are using the money that their capital has given birth to. So I'll explain. Paying yourself is what you save, because if you're employed, it means if you don't save anything, it means you'll have to work for the rest of your life. Now, if you are 60 years, we know if you're in Kenya, that is the age of retirement. So it means from the age of 60, you will not be working. Now, if you'll not be working from the age of 60, where will you get the money to sustain your life? Where will you get the money to eat? Because if you're working for, let's say you're employed when you are roughly 20, yeah, 20. Nowadays things have changed. Find that people are getting even their first job when they're 30 or 35 or whatever. So if you're employed when you are 20, it means you only have 40 years to work. So that's the maximum years that somebody can work, unless we're employed. Like even being employed at 20, it is not common, it is rare. So we're using 20 as a baseline. So if you're employed when you're 20, you only have 40 years to work. And then after 40 years, you'll turn 60. And then you have other years to live. Let's say 100 years or 20 years. So it means you have another 60 years that you'll be here on earth, God willing, without you working. So the money that you are using to pay yourself is now what you'll be using after retirement. You can decide to go invest in a money market fund where your money will earn interest, and at the end of the year or at the end of the month, you have something on top of what you have saved. Even if it's 2,000 shillings, even if it's 1,000 shilling, like that amount that you can comfortably pay yourself with. Because you just do your calculations and then you know at the end of the month, I need this to cater for all my bills, and then I have this one remaining, and now I can save this and pay myself with that. Because the days that will come that you really want to enjoy life, you don't have that energy to run around, you don't have the energy to do what you're doing now, you don't have the energy to work extra hours, you don't have the energy to do the side hustles that you are doing. And nowadays people are doing a lot of side hustles, but I ask myself, you do a side hustle, but you're living above your means. So what are you doing? According to me, nothing. Because a day will come that you'll not be able to do that side hustle. So how will you live? Because if right now you're squandering everything, your salary plus your side hustle, unakula zote, like they're not even enough to pay your bills. You are struggling at the end of the day. Why? Because you want to compete with others. You want others to see you living in a good house. You want your colleagues to see you driving a good car. But at the end of the day, ask yourself, those colleagues of yours, after you have turned 60, will you have them? Will they be there with you? No. Not even turning 60. Shit happens sometimes and you lose your job or you are given a transfer. So will you have your colleagues with you? No. But right now you are doing so many things to please other people. And the same people, they're the people who will laugh at you when you're at your 60 and you have nothing because you are busy paying other people. You are busy paying everyone except yourself. And the reason why we wake up in the morning to go to work or to go to look for that money is because of our bills. It's because of tomorrow. It's because we know that a day will come that we'll not be able to work. So if you're paying yourself, don't say that, I paid myself last month because I went to KFC and I ate some chicken. That was not paying yourself. That was self-care. You are paying the owner of KFC. You are not paying yourself. I walked into a good boutique, I bought a good clothes. That's how I pay myself. How do you pay yourself? I pay myself every month by going to do my hair. You are paying the salonist. You are not paying yourself, my dear. So paying yourself is what is remaining. What gives you that confidence to work because I have some thousands in my account that are busy giving birth to babies. That one day I'll have the babies and I will enjoy life. So pay yourself first because it's so sad when you find someone who has worked for so many years, even here in Nairobi, and now they're relocating home and they have nothing. Literally nothing. Like they don't have anything. And you'll think like they're pretending like you. When you don't have anything, you are lying, bwana. Stories za ajabu achana nazo. But they are honest. They don't have anything. They used to be paid. They live from paycheck to paycheck. One day I was somewhere and this guy asked a question. And he said that if, God forbid, you don't receive your salary, what will happen? And everyone was quiet because People are waiting for the salary to pay their bills, and then you are asking them if shit happens, they don't receive that salary, what will happen? They don't know what will happen. I mean, they don't have money. We don't have money, guy. So, what are you saying? What do you mean? So, now he was trying to tell us that if you're employed, know that one day you'll not have that employment. Either you will exit in a positive way, retirement, or in a negative way, retrenchment. So he was trying to tell us that try to live below your means. That even if shit happens today and you are told you will be paid after 2 months, you will not have depression. Your pressure will not be decreasing and increasing. You will not be like everything is now at a standstill because you not receive your salary. And I was asking myself, like, this guy is saying if 1 month passed, but us, even when there's a delay in salary, like a week or some days, you'll be like, what are you going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. Today is 5th, I've not received my salary. Today, like, seti inakosa, seti umeambiwa hakuna, ni venye imechelewa kidogo. Like, you have not been told that you not receive your salary. It's because your salary has delayed for 1 or 2 days. And already you are disorganized and things are not working in our lives. So paying yourself is something that we should put into place and we should practice faithfully with fidelity that we are going to pay ourselves. Even if it's 2,000 shillings, even if it's 5,000 shillings, at the end of the day, we'll have something. Because for me, I always say that it is so sad to work for some years and you have nothing to show. Like you're just working for the rent, for the landlord, you're working for the teacher, the owner of the school, where your kids go to school, you're working for the supermarket where you buy food, you're working for Kenya Power, we were working for Netflix. The things that we pay at the end of the month, you know what you pay at the end of the month. Like pesa inaingia hivi, you receive your salary, you are paying, and then you wait again for the next month, and then you are paying. Some of us, even by the time inafika your end month, like by the time you come to the end of the month, you have debts all over. Mama Mboga wants her money. You have borrowed, I don't know what, Mshwari, Mkopa, Fuliza, and all that. So by the time you're receiving your salary, you have a lot of debt. Like half of your salary will be paying your debt, and then you borrow, and then end month the same. So it's a circle of borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. You borrow, you pay, you borrow, you pay. At the end of the year, when you receive your P9 form from your employer to file your tax, you look at the P9 form. Personally, the P9 form is always a game changer for me. The P9 form make me to sit down and reflect. Like, what have I done with all this money? Even if it's 50,000, you have received 50,000. You have received 100,000. You have received 200,000. So the P9 form is something that for me, it makes me to sit down and analyze how, apart from all these things, how much did I pay myself for this year? I've paid everything, but I can see from the P9 form, at the end of the year, is what the amount I've received. And I'm talking about the net, not the gross, the net. You can even calculate your net. You know what you are earning, and then times 12. That is what, at the end of the year, you have received. So even as we plan for this year, or as we plan for the next year and the years to come, ask yourself at the end of the day, at the end of the month, I've paid all these people. What have I paid the person who have worked for the money? I've paid everyone. What about the person who woke up in the morning from Monday to Monday? What about this person who has worked for this money? Because you don't even work for employers, by the way. You work for the bills. The reason why you are so humble and you report to work and you are doing everything right, it is not because of the employer. The bills at the end of the month, they're waiting for you. So let's pay ourselves first. Let's pay ourselves first. That when that time comes that you're not working, you will say, you know what? at least I paid myself. One thing I learned from my grandmother, may her soul rest in peace, is that my grandmother used to tell us that whatever you do, not even salary, whatever you do, buy something that you'll always see and say, this one I bought because of one, two, three. When you're called for an activity, a gig somewhere, a hustle somewhere, and you have good money. And by good money, I don't mean like 50,000, like 100,000, like 1 million. Like even if it's 3,000, out of that 3,000, you can even save 200 shillings or 300 shillings. Just send that money to a money market fund, and then remain with whatever you are remaining with. You can still buy something and say, at least I bought this cup with this money. So it is something that will always remind you that, when you used to do this, this is what you bought. When you look at that item that you bought, it will remind you of that organization or the activity that you did. So let's pay ourselves. Let's stop this thing of you are paying everybody, the black tax, iko hapa, you need to send money shags, but the person who has worked for the money. It is very sad sometimes that you find that even us sometimes you don't even have good clothes to wear. It's now like bad, bad, bad. Like you can't even, buy something for yourself because you're busy working for everyone else, but you're not working for you. You're not even taking care of yourself. So this self-care is different from paying yourself. Self-care is once in a while, go have fun, girl, go have fun, boy. It is allowed, but make sure you pay yourself because a day will come that you'll not have the energy to work, that you'll not be employed, that you'll not be having that energy to run around with the business. And shit happens sometimes. If you're a business person, COVID-19, I think if you didn't learn from COVID, then I don't know where you will learn. Because after COVID, now people know the importance of saving, the importance of paying yourself, the importance of diverting your money, the importance of just doing things in a different way. So I pray that God will help us because even in the Bible, there's this story that Jesus gave in the book of Matthew, and this story was about the talents. And then this guy was given five, another one two, another one one. And when the master returns back, the master asks for the talents. And we know that the one that was given five returned another five, so he returned 10. The one that was given two returned four. The one that was given one returned the one. He said, I knew you are a wicked master, so I hid your talent. I dug a hole and hid your talent, and here is your talent. And we know what happened for Bible scholars. The master took the one talent and gave it to the one who had 10 talents. So it means it is even biblical to multiply and to save. It is biblical for your money to give birth to other babies. It is biblical for your money to multiply. And I always say that our salary, our income, whatever we are like receiving active income, like we are working for it, it is a seed that we need to plant. And after planting the seed, it will grow to a tree, it will bring fruits, and then now you can eat the fruits. So it is okay to pay yourself. By paying yourself, I mean the money that you save after paying every other person. So thank you so much. God bless you. Bye bye.